So I'm still trying to get used to the new timing of these spoilers, since obviously we have been getting them much later than we used to. So I'm going to be live reacting to these. I haven't read them yet, so we're probably going to be experiencing this craziness together. So let's do it. Title of the chapter is Words That Have No Effect on the New Generation. In the cover, Niji Yanji flashback to when they were beaten by Big Mom. So interesting, Big Mom, unless the leaker meant to say Big Mom Pirates? Or I guess they were straight up beaten by Big Mom herself when she was like on her way to Wano. Big Mom manages to withstand Kid's attack. Okay. Then she tries to take lifespans from all of those around her, but Law stops her. Whoa, this is a surprise, and I'm actually kind of happy that Big Mom hasn't gone down yet. Because like I've said in previous videos, I'm a fan of Big Mom. I really do like her character, and one of the things that I appreciate the most about her is how she's like so willing to take it as much as she gives it, especially in the previous chapter. And let me just give you a quick rundown of that, of course. And also, could you subscribe to this channel too, please? I do the spoilers every Tuesday or whenever they're released, because a lot of you consistently watch these videos but you don't subscribe, so thank you. But anyway, in 1039, we saw Kid and Law ostensibly defeat Big Mom, but I guess they didn't, because we were seeing them use the peak of their awakened fruit abilities, because it was just combo after combo with some nice little back and forth between Law and Kid. Law hit Big Mom with the shock will, where his sword extended all the way down into Wano, like beneath the water, and Law's awakening seems to really affect Big Mom the most. I mean, we've gotten plenty of dialogue of her straight up telling the audience that she does not like Law's awakening, and that it is for sure affecting her probably more than we've ever seen anything affect her in the series. And this thing was so powerful that it caused like this massive crater like beneath the ground. So much so that Yamato and Momonosuke were able to see it. And it's very important that they specifically are witnessing this, because the god Uteron gave me some insight into what the possible purpose of this big crater that Law made was, other than, you know, it just being like a cool spectacle. Because when that happened, I thought, well, that's gotta lead to something, right? Oda doesn't usually do like a big fantastical thing like that unless it leads to something even more than that. And he thinks that Yamato is going to drop those bombs from Onigashima in there, or maybe all of Onigashima goes in there. Regardless, it will be used as a saving mechanism. But then after she got hit with the shock will, then Kid came up with his damned punk, which is essentially a rail gun. And this is where I was saying, like, I like that Big Mom is just so like accepting of taking it and giving it, because Big Mom was like, give me all you got then. You think you could beat me? I'm Pickle Rick. And he hit her point blank with a Kamehameha hockey railgun blast. And the way that the ending sequence was like typical Oda fight ending sequence. I mean, Big Mom even had the blanked out pupils. That's like a dead giveaway as to someone being defeated. But no, as it has been told to us throughout the series, the Yonkos are a different breed, and they don't even play by the laws of Oda. Kid keeps shooting Big Mom until the floor collapses. Whoa, he's got more than one blast. Big Mom falls down through the armory, taking Kazenbo and all of the bombs along with her. Okay, I think this might be leading to what we were just talking about, possibly. Kazenbo is the big fire thing that Kanjuro made, one of the big ticking clocks that's been going on. As Big Mom falls down through the bottom of Onigashima, she thinks about Roger. Why didn't you just say it before you died, Roger? What exactly is One Piece and where is it? Interesting. So I assume that Big Mom obviously doesn't know where it is. I mean, of course, One Piece is the missing island from Jaya and it's underneath Eni's lobby, but like, you know, what is exactly there? I mean, we could assume like poneglyphs and stuff, but like, what is there exactly? Or at least, what is the big joke that made Roger laugh? It's just Joy Boy telling the story of how he like tricked Emu into becoming a prisoner within her own created prison. Big Mom falls into Wano's hole while she tells Law and Kid not to think she's going to die this easily. Okay, before we go any further, Another thing that the god Uteron mentioned is that Big Mom is probably going to have amnesia again, but this time it's going to be way more significant than it was before, because she's probably going to become like a full-blown ally of the Straw Hats and even straight up save Luffy by the end of this arc. A lot of the reasoning comes from like the numbering of the chapters. Oda does like all of this pun foreshadowing with how the Japanese number wording works, and also like the tarot cards as well. Like the tarot card that Hawkins revealed after he was defeated by Killer showed like the tower card, which it foreshadowed the tower falling onto Big Mom, which we just saw in the previous chapter with Law tacked on her. But also there's like another meaning to it. If it's like flipped upside down or something, there's like an amnesia component or something. But also like she has a heart tattoo, and apparently everybody who has like a marking on them throughout the series has saved Luffy at some point, so that means that she's for sure going to do it. We see a huge explosion in the hole. Narrator proclaims Law and Kid winners of the battle. All right, that's it. The narrator, I don't think anybody's above him, since the narrator is Oda, so I guess that's it. That's like the ref in the fight being, it's over, it's over, ring the bell, it's over. Big Mom, the Yonko, the character that we've been following for like 7 years now, has finally been defeated. And not only that, but she has been defeated by Law and Kid. Some of you are going to be happy, some of you are going to be upset, but hey, that's the nature of this game. And I've been saying this for I don't know how long. We kind of had to defeat her. It's foreshadowed in Sabaody that the new 3 emperors were going to be Luffy, Kid, and Law. Momonosuke tells Yamato that Zunisha is near. Yamato is surprised and asks if it's the elephant that appears in Odin's journal. Okay, so that wasn't mentioned to us before, but I also talked about this in my previous video because Momonosuke said that he was being contacted by somebody or something, and I was like, well, I guess it's kind of gotta be Zunisha because he showed up a couple chapters back, and we know that they have like the hockey telepathy connection that was set up back in Zou. Momonosuke says, yes, it's Joy Boy's Nakama, who committed a crime 800 years ago. Okay, so that's a huge reveal there. We kind of assumed that Joy Boy had something to do with Zunisha and just Zou in general, because everything that's going on right now in the One Piece world is either a direct result of Joy Boy or Imu. Now, it still hasn't been revealed what Zunisha's crime was, but I'm pretty sure Zunisha had the perpetual youth surgery performed on him, because we see that he has, you know, those eyes. And I don't think it was Joy Boy who sacrificed himself so that Zunisha could go on to do his journey or whatever, but somebody did, and it has something to do with whatever this crime is. And it's possible that like this crime wording could be misleading. Maybe he didn't like betray Joy Boy, but maybe more so his crime was, you know, something against Imu possibly. I mean, it could be the former. We just don't have enough information yet. And like I said, when Wano is over, get ready for some delicious exposition. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter, and unfortunately there is going to be a break next week, but I will not leave you guys just hanging there. The god Uteron did bless us with one more incredibly juicy piece of information, and it goes back to the numbering of the chapters and the punning and all that stuff. Sorry guys, my camera died just as I was saying that. But anyway, Uteron said that we can expect to see Luffy's Devil Fruit Awakening, at least, you know, according to number of the chapter and how the words and the puns all put together, in chapter 1043. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's very likely given Oda's patterns, and, you know, Uteron said it.